Hi guys, Linda at Handmade Iowa, and I am here to do the new Crafty Cats hashtag 50 Stack Challenge 6. She drew 2 prompts out this morning, and they were number 27 lace, number 28 fold. If you do one of each, at the end of the challenge, you should have 50 pieces of ephemera. And this is week 14. I just started a few weeks back and I'm jumping in. I jumped in. So last week it was old and magical. Old number 25. I'm looking backwards. I just used some old quilt, old crocheting, and old photo. Some old looking tickets. I just made it look old. I used some old book page. And I just used a green folder and just made a little simple folio with some scrappy, thready. It's just made to look old. So that was my old. And then number 26 was magical. This was from Amy's kit, Crafty Cats kit Faye, and it was a fairy journal. She released it just a few, I don't know, maybe a month or 2 months ago. And I just did a tag. I took 2 of her tags and made a little folio. I bound it together with strips of torn fabric and just made a little pocket, and that's it. A very simple little, put a little dangle on it, and that is my magical, my fairy. So I kind of have been, first I want to show you, I got another book. So last week I shared that I got a book of wedding photos. It was a book like this. I got it on Thrift Books. And it was all wedding photos. So when I cut it all out. Everything's cut out. I had 63 double-sided pictures and 41 single photos. So what I did this morning, well, I worked this morning, but when I got home, well, I've already had them cut out. What I did was, see, this is what I mean by single. On the other side, there was nothing. So these I'm attaching to a piece of cardstock, not cardstock, file folder. See, this is, some of them didn't line up. Some were landscape and some were portrait. So you had to forfeit something somewhere along the line. So this isn't done yet. Some of these are done. Let's see. Where do they start in being done? Right here. No. Listen to me. Okay, none of these are done. All right. So what I did was I just glued them in the center in case I wanted to stick some lace under them or something. And I've got them all, grunged up. Got quite a few done. These were the single-sided ones. So I ended up with a lot. When it's all said and done, I will have 63 plus 41. So 104 wedding photos. That was a good purchase for $5. Then I got this book. This came a couple days later. And this was Baltimore in Vintage Postcards. And I've cut a few out. So they'll have to be, I'm going to copy dye one and see how it turns out. Baltimore's Grand Central Cathedral, 2006. Musical Evangelists of the Grace Hope Mission, a 6-piece orchestra prepares to perform. But look at how fun is that. So this one is literally full of old vintage postcard pictures. Steamroller boat, ship. Baltimore's own The Fireboat Deluge. Street lights. It must be, yeah, it's all Baltimore. Tolchester Beach. Tolchester, I don't know how to say that. I'm sure it's got an English accent. Racetracks and horses. Summer resort. Look at her dress. See, these will be cute. So this was another 5. Oh, well, somebody bought it at Price Savers and sold it on on thrift books because I got 3 books for $19. One for a granddaughter to read for her school, and she's reading a series, and then 2 for me for junk journaling. So I thought that was fun. I thought I'd share those. Okay, so for lace, I'm going to do some tearing. I'm going to put a little girl on, and I'm going to add some lace to her. That's what I'm doing. Something very simple. Get my lace in. Yeah. So I'll just get a base going. I do a lot of this. Torn cardboard. I love it. And I don't know if I need to re-ink. So I hope everybody had a good weekend. We are not in a tornado watch or anything, but it's kind of heading our way. It's been in Nebraska. Last night there was one that was 1 mile wide. I didn't hear if it hit any towns. Well, yeah, it was out of town. I can't remember the name of the town. I woke up in the middle of the night and it had been, it was a couple hours old when I saw it, but it's heading up Interstate 29, like Sioux City north to Sioux Falls, and I have a son in Sioux Falls, so I don't know. Sometimes they dissipate before they get anywhere, so, you know, we're so used to it. We don't even think anything about it anymore. I think I'll put a piece of this, maybe. I don't want it to be too big. I had a busy weekend. I stayed with my friend's little dog this weekend, so I had to be there Friday night. Well, Friday night we had an all-school band concert for my granddaughter in 6th grade. It starts with 5th grade, so 5th grade, but I have a 6th grade granddaughter, and then my grandson has a girlfriend that's a junior, and she's in jazz band and concert band. So we had that, but I had to run up and feed the little doggy, take him outside. That's 10 miles. And then I came back for the band concert, and that was at 7. I'm just going to layer. I'm going to chat and layer, okay? I don't really know how this is going to go. I know that I want her on here. I want it torn. So then I went to the band concert. Then I swung back by home and checked on my kitties and grabbed my stuff, grabbed some craft stuff to do, and some drinks and stuff like that. And headed up there. Slept all night. She has the most absolutely amazing bed. I need to ask her what it is. I don't know why I need to know because I'm not going to buy one, but it's just at home. I wake up at generally around 1 in the morning to 2, and I'm awake until 4:30. I don't sleep. My daughter-in-law says, you need pills. No, I don't need pills. Then they'll be walking around doing weird stuff like eating or something. Let's see. I got this. This is Crafty Cat that's laying here. What color should we use? Let's use some of the blue. No, I watched a sleep guy one time, and he said, if you have trouble sleeping, just get up and break the cycle. And, do something, and then you're like resetting your system. But I turned on the TV. That's my problem. I look at my phone, I turn on the TV, I watch the news, I get wide awake. Last night I turned on YouTube and I typed in rain sleep sounds, which I used to do that with my tablet, and I forgot about that. I had forgotten about doing that. So I don't know that I like that. Maybe, baby, I'll be true. So Anyway, at her house, I slept really, really good. I got up in the morning and fed the little puppy, and oh my gosh, he is the sweetest thing. He's so tiny, and you have to pick him up so gentle because he's, he's just hurts. He's like a body. And take him outside and set him down real careful, and he likes to sleep a lot. He misses his mommy when she's gone. She had First Communion with one of her granddaughters, and she doesn't like to take him because he just wants to be home, And I've said no in the past, but if I can, I do go stay. My son came home a few weeks ago, and I just said, and he was actually going to come home this weekend, and I said, I'll let you know when I find out if he's coming. If he's coming home, then no, because before, when he did, I'd have to leave, and then I don't even see him, Don't even get to see him, so she's fine with it. She understands. But, she's a good friend, and I like to help her out when I can. Come on, get down on there. I think I'm going to put a little color behind this. I'm just going to layer. I hope I'm on screen. I just thought of that. Watched Carol Laws this morning. She did Amy's last week one, and I think I watched 2 of hers. But you know what? I worked today, so everything's completely out of my mind already. I'm just going to do a bunch of layering. If it works, it works, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's put her on here. So what else? Let's see. Saturday we had soccer. Oh, Lord have mercy. My granddaughter is in 3rd grade, and she played with the 6th graders because they were short a player. She's done it 2 weeks in a row now. This says Precious. I tore it out of a book. So she played with the 6th graders, and she's in 3rd grade, and she's short. And then she played, and she runs. She likes to run. Then she played 2 of her own meets, one at noon and one at 1. So I watched both of those. I watched hers. My grandson played one in one town, and then with one town team, and then they came to the town where my granddaughter was, and he had one there, so I watched him. But I said, I gotta go. My knees are killing me standing on this grass for 3 hours. It was just a lot. Let's see. I think I'm gonna make a little. Let's make a little thing. What's this? I don't want that. Let's make a little, let's put something on here. What could we put on there? How about a little piece of looks like a little girl. A little yellow. How about one of these? How about a piece of a doily? I'll cut this off. So yeah, we have tornado-y. It's that time of the year. It is that time of the year. People would message me, my girlfriend in California, are you okay? Yeah, just because there's a tornado in Iowa doesn't mean, it'd be like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just not always where you're at. Now, my Midwest people on here would know, like Nancy Pitter. I wish I knew how to. Nancy, how do we phonetically say your name? I hate not pronouncing names right for people. There we go. Should we put this on? This is interesting. Let's see. Let's pop it up here. Yeah, let's just put it down. What the heck? Sometimes you can't plan where you're putting things. You just have to just go for it. This has like a little, see that? How that's made? Like a little petal thing. Slide that under. We are just going to go for it. There. So we've got lace. Lace. Shall we hang a piece? Let's see. Oh my goodness, my back just popped. I reached. Let's take, so I have a safety pin. Let's take a piece of this. And piece of string. Ah, that's ugly. I need a little lace. There we go. Oop, I hear my kitty. My stray cat update. Every morning he's sitting on my step and his eye was looking good last week and it is terrible again. I just don't know what to do. I mean, if I catch it in a trap and I take it to the vet and they give me medicine, I have to be able to catch it again. It's not going to fall for that crap twice in a row. Let's see if I can make this look old. Because you got to be able to apply the medicine, right? I mean, even if I got an antibiotic, I just don't know. This is kind of pretty. Does it match though? Let's just do this. I have a bigger pin too. Let's put the bigger one in. It's more dramatic. Oh, Lord. Okay. I don't even know what I'm doing for fold. I guess I'll fold paper. This is Rusty. I rested it with that rest recipe. Somebody asked for that too. Who was it? Quirky? Maybe? Somebody asked me for a rest recipe. Okay, I'm going to just put this right here. And I'm going to go right through the paper. But I'm going to have to glue it too. Now I should put a charm on there. That'd be cute. Oh, I don't want to take the time to dig. A little key. A little heart. Let's see. There's a heart. Oh, you know what? I should have put that up there. Let's do that. Let's move it. And let's add this. Actually, this needs to be first. And this. And this. Oh, Lord. It's so rusty. There, that works. There we go. And this is lace. All right, now we're going to do fold. Oh, Lordy, I'm hot. Let's take, I had an idea. I have this file folder, and I folded it before. No, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do this envelope. I see an envelope over here. I got this from 1910. Oh, Lord have mercy. She's on 1910 Linens and More. Let's take a piece of paper. Let's pretend we're doing a signature. Let's just do that. Let's just put this in here. So this can go here. Let's glue this shut. Okay. Now let's, if this is a pocket, so I folded my envelope. Stamp shows. If I cut this, let's cut this and put a thing in it. So you can tell that it's a pocket. Okay, let's ink that up. This gal, Therese, she's T-E-R-E-Z-E, so there's no Teresa to it. She has the coolest stuff. So let's see, if this is the pocket, and this is a tuck, we're going to glue this down. This can flip. Let's cover this. I don't have enough. Watch, I don't have any paper around. That's how that goes. Let's see. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's reach. Okay, let's put this on. This is pretty. I do things so wacky. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm working on so many rooms in my house. I'm working on my extra bedroom. I'm skimming over plaster over the nail holes that have been there. And I went and bought paint today, black paint, because I got a new bed set. It's a coverlet, actually. And I got it on Wayfair, and it's so beautiful. And 2 shams, and I took one with me to the lumber yard, and I got a quart of black paint, $29 for a quart of paint. I'm going to paint one wall black. It's a small wall, and hang the TV on that wall. And then, so we'll see. Blacks, boy, I'll tell you, you hold them up, and some of them have a blue cast, and some of them have a purple cast. And so I'm going to go across the bottom. You know what I did? Guess what I did? I just closed in the little divot. By golly. Where was that at? Well, you know what I'll do? Just do it up here. Let's do it right here. And then, if I glue this down, got a pocket there. What did I open it up at? Did I glue that shut? Linda Lou. All right, it's done now. So we're just going to have a pocket. That's good. We don't care. whatever. Go this way. There we go. I'm going to put it right smack in the middle. And I have this little vintage card. I think it'll go in. Look at this. How cute is that? This could go here. You know what it could do? It could go like this, like this. Okay, so it could go like this and like this. Yeah, let's do that. We got some folding going on here, don't we? All right. Let's put this here. Okay, so that opens. And then it goes like that. Dear Mother and Daddy, I want to come home Sunday or Monday. I'm feeling much better now. If I come home Sunday or Monday, tell what time will you come after me? From Marlis. I bought a photo album, scrapbook, and it was completely full of get well cards. It's way back in I did a reveal thing about it. Let's put that in there. This I could doctor up. This little girl could actually go. Actually, why not? Why not? Okay, let me make sure that dries. Okay, if this would have... Well. This says you're sick. Okay. Oh, right here was where it was. Ugh. Sometimes we do kooky things. Okay, that's all I'm going to do. There's my folds. It is so hot in my house right now. It is like 80 today. And we've got these storm winds. They say have everything tied down, buckled down, dragged in. Okay, there's my folds. I folded a page of paper for a future journal. I've got this. This is folded. This folds. That's it. Lace and fold. How's that? This is cute. This little music. Let's put that on. We can collage this page at another date when I know what journal I'm doing. This is very, very, very old sheet music. That's all with the pencils, pencil marks. Let's put this down. Let's put it up. Let's put it all the way up like that. And in there. Then we can collage the rest of it at some other point. Okay, that's all I have today. So this was week 14, number 27 lace, and number 28 fold. I wrote 88 on the paper. Haha. Lace and fold. All right, guys. I hope you have a good week. It's Monday. So everything's ahead of us, isn't it? Here we go. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.